Homeowners, how you doing? This is Austin Miller, owner of PES Solar. I've been getting asked a lot, well, how does solar attach to my home and how does it not create leaks? Well, today I want to walk you through step by step exactly how we do that and how we honor our 25-year no leak roof penetration warranty. Little tongue twister there. Okay guys, so first off, we use PV Quick Mount, okay? Number one factor to PV Quick Mount and why it's such an important product is on this flashing, an aluminum flashing, it is a fully molded solid piece of aluminum. And if you look right here, do you see how raised that is? That raise right there is very, very, very important, and I'm going to show you why and how it works. So what I have here for our little demonstration is a roofing shingle, okay, just to demonstrate the roofing shingle. Now when we install a system, our flashing will be installed up under your roofing shingle, like so, okay? Now, what comes next? We have to mount the rail to hold the panels, as well as supporting and structurally installing the system to be structurally sound up to engineer code. So the next part is how the system attaches to the house up to engineer spec and up to code, okay? So this lag bolt is what attaches the rail in multiple places that the engineer designates where based off of wind loads, weight, all that. Now what happens is we have to attach this system to the truss. And listen, there is other options out there and there's other companies that go with other options where you don't necessarily have to hit the truss, or they'll have a subcontractor come out and these guys just drill the lags right into the deck on the roof. Does absolutely nothing, and you could be opening yourself up for a lot of liability. However, again, second generation owned company, so we stay in business, we're here for the long run. So we make sure we go in the attic and make sure we hit every single truss on every single job. That's one big thing that separates us from our competition. However, let's say we go in, we hit it, attach it to the truss, right? L-foot that attaches the rail. I'm gonna spin this around so you can see it. And actually on here, you guys can see this rubber grommet right here? This is an extra layer of protection, and I'll show you why. Now don't forget guys, you remember that fully molded half-inch raised piece? Here's how important it becomes. It fits right down, okay? We drill into the truss. Once we drill, that rubber grommet flattens out and becomes watertight. Now, from this point on, I'm gonna actually take this off because I want you guys to see in depth. So what I'm gonna do in here, I'm gonna show you how important and why this raised piece on this flashing is, okay? Now watch closely and watch where this water goes. Everybody see that? Show them the cart. You see any water? Because the water, let's look again. The water, just like rain, now you have a panel over top, solid glass panel. However, it's Florida. You could have a bunch of rain coming down. That rain naturally runs over top of those shingles, runs down to a gutter, gutterless, whatever you guys have on your house, basically runs off the side. So at the end of the day with the solar, does the same thing. Your water is going to run down, and this would be a hurricane size downpour, but so you guys can see, this raised piece alone, if you guys notice, this raised piece alone is designed to eliminate the leak issue. The only other area for failure on this system would be at this point of exposure. And like I said, that rubber grommet on the washer, 25-year rubber grommet, smashes down and becomes watertight, okay? However, worst case scenario, water runs through and around that solid piece and never touched inside this system. Listen guys, now I'm gonna show you what a lot of other companies do. And a subcontractor, whoever they use, again, we are 100% in-house. Now, they'll send a subcontractor out there, right? Let's say we find our truss, okay, perfect. They're gonna take a little bit of tar, slap it on top of the shingle, put the L bracket, drill down, and hope they hit the truss. How's that gonna work? Okay, now listen, what happens when you take tar or some type of sealant and you just do that right over top? Okay, imagine if we did that, right? You have a penetration in that shingle. Okay, this is a hole going down. Now, if I had a bunch of tar that I smashed there and left it, here's a big problem, and here's what's gonna happen. Tar heats up and expands, gets cold and contracts. It cracks, it becomes brittle and decimates over time, leaving you with a nice big old leak that you're gonna have to call me to come fix.